Happy Sunday, everyone. Stella B here, co-host of the Praise Cafe radio show. Thank you all for tuning into the show. Today on air, we had our special spotlight guest, James E. Carr Jr., speaker and author of the book Darkest End of the Street. And we have Mr. Carr here. Your father, James Edward Carr Sr., first recorded the song The Darkest End of the Street in 1967. It became a trademark song, reaching number 10 on Billboard magazine's Black Singles chart and 77 on the pop chart. Many years later, you wrote a book on behalf of your father. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, I felt that it was important for me to tell the story about my father because many people, his fans, they wondered what happened to James Carr. They heard about him in the late 70s and the early 80s, but he just dropped off the scene. So before he passed, I promised him that I would not let his legacy die.
Nearly 1 in 5 adults in America are diagnosed with a mental illness. Can you explain the importance of mental health and how it affected your family?
Yes, it's important that we as a race, we don't deal with mental health too often. We think it's I don't know what you call it, but we think about not receiving help when we really need it. But it's important for us to get help because generation curses passes on to generation. I have family members that struggle with mental health issues, and then sometimes it's depending on what you've done through life. You're drinking and smoking, and sometimes that affects it too. So it's important for us as a race to, when we have problems, we see loved ones that can't help themselves, to reach out to somebody to help them.
There are some young people today searching for success through the entertainment industry, singing, dancing, acting. What words of wisdom can you share with this generation?
The most words of wisdom that I can give is the Bible said, "Let the old teach the young," and many of our young people sometimes, they have a problem with listening. They think it as though somebody is trying to run their lives or tell them what to do, but that's why the Bible put it in there because, we have been through some struggle. We've been through some pain. We've been through a lot of places, and our testimony helps the young. So if they can grab a hold that no one's trying to control them or try to tell them what to do, but we're trying to help them not to go down the roads and the snares that most of us as older adults went through in life. So wisdom is the principal thing, and older people, we have wisdom because life struggle teach you wisdom. It teach you a lot of things. So as young people, you can get ahead in life even further and not going through so much if you would just only listen to wisdom. Amen.
How does faith play a factor in the decisions you have made while writing Darkest End of the Street?
Well, I've been working on this project for a while now. I had some ups, I had some downs, and my high times, you tell people what you plan to do, and many times you think people they're with you, friends with you, but they are like dream stealers. They try to speak curses and speak things they don't want it to come to pass because they know it might be a great blessing to you. So you have to keep your dreams within yourselves. You maybe have 1 or 2 people that you're really close to that know that they got your back, that you may share with a prayer partner to pray along with. But the Bible said, "Don't let your right hand know what your left hand do." So we have to wait until it manifests before you start to share it with people, because if you tell people, it delays your blessing, and sometimes it don't come to pass depending on how strong you are as relates to believing God, because God said He'll give you the desires of your heart. So that was one of my desires in life, to do something special and to represent my father.
Again, Stella B here, co-host of the Praise Cafe radio show, along with DJ Ed Crosby. Our special spotlight guest today in the studio is James E. Carr, Jr. You can reach him at 815-573-3478 or James Carr, James C-A-R-R 0405 at gmail.com. You can purchase his book, Darkest End of the Street, on Amazon.com. Thank you. Happy Sunday.